Dolphins are terrible. This was a game you probably should have won, yes. But in the NFL, a win is a win is a win is a win. And we haven't had many of these since 1999. We're going to enjoy this one.
Come here, bring it up here, fellas. Get in here tight. Okay, I can't wait to tell people I get to coach the Patriots. Okay, I get to coach you guys. Okay, on Sundays. It's an honor and a privilege to watch you go out there and compete.
I got to be better with the football, when I'm, taking off and running, and from there, just know that the football is the prized possession, and when we don't turn the ball over and put our defense in bad spots, I like our chances.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit for the booty throw because that was the one that came at the end, right? You get 4 fumbles to your name by that point if you're Drake Maye, and an interception too on a Hail Mary attempt.
Look at this catch.
I don't look at that all that closely, but this catch is ridiculous, remarkable.
Insane.
Probably haven't had a whole lot of time to reflect upon that, but just what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means we're winning. That's what matters. Haven't had a lot of time to reflect on it. Guys, we're on the go. We're on the go. We keep going, and just proud of these guys. It was fun in here. The atmosphere was great. Hate we're not playing back here, but look, we're on the road, and we got a big one.
The New England Patriots just punched their ticket to the AFC Championship Game with a gritty, snow-covered 28-16 victory over the Houston Texans. And while everyone's talking about the defense, the turnovers, and the chaotic weather conditions at Gillette Stadium, there's one moment from Drake Maye's post-game press conference that's absolutely blowing up the internet right now. But before we get to that viral moment, let's set the scene. Because this wasn't just any win. This was a statement, a declaration, a reminder that the Patriots are back in the conversation where they belong. Drake Maye, 23 years old, second year in the league, and he's already leading his team to Championship Sunday. Think about that for a second. While most quarterbacks his age are still figuring out NFL defenses, Maye is orchestrating playoff victories in snowstorms against one of the league's most fearsome defensive units. But here's the thing, this wasn't a clean performance, not even close. 4 fumbles, 2 lost, the kind of stat line that makes quarterbacks lose sleep, the kind of numbers that get you absolutely torched on social media, the kind of mistakes that, quite frankly, can cost you playoff games. Yet the Patriots won, convincingly, and that's where the story gets interesting.
It's easier when you're still winning. So that's why I kept reminding the guys we're still ahead on the scoreboard, and that's what matters. We made enough plays to come up with the win, and like I said, our defense.
This is the mentality that separates good quarterbacks from great ones. Maye didn't make excuses. He didn't hide from his mistakes. He acknowledged them, sure, but he kept his focus exactly where it needed to be. On the scoreboard, on the win, on what actually matters when you're fighting for your playoff life in January. And the defense, the defense absolutely feasted. 4 interceptions in the first half alone against CJ Stroud, a pick-6 for Marcus Jones that set the tone early, relentless pressure all night long. This wasn't just a good defensive performance, this was a statement, a reminder that while everyone was hyping up the Texans' defense all week, the Patriots had their own monsters waiting in the snow. But let's talk about what's really got the internet buzzing. What Drake Maye said about Mike Vrabel and why it's resonating with fans in a way that nobody expected. Throughout his post-game presser, Maye was complimentary of his head coach. Professional, measured, everything you'd expect from a young quarterback who's learning from one of the game's brightest minds. He talked about how Vrabel challenges him, how Vrabel pushes him, how Vrabel makes him better every single day.
He challenges me really every day, every day in practice, every day, and every time I come back from the sideline from a drive, he's always got something to say, and it's not like it's something that's usually meaningful and that's worth something. So just.
But then Maye got real. Then Maye showed us the personality that Patriots fans are absolutely falling in love with. He started talking about Vrabel's sarcasm, about how intimidating it is, about how he still hasn't quite figured out his coach's sense of humor.
He's got a little. Tough sarcasm where, I want to laugh, but you don't really want to, but
This is the moment that's going viral, not because it's controversial, not because it's dramatic, but because it's authentic, it's real. It's a glimpse behind the curtain of what it's actually like to play for Mike Vrabel, one of the most intense, demanding, and successful coaches in football. And then Maye added this gem, talking about Vrabel's physical presence and how he commands respect just by walking into a room. The young quarterback clearly has tremendous respect for his coach, but he's also not afraid to show that he's still learning how to navigate the intensity that comes with playing for someone like Vrabel. Social media exploded. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everyone's talking about it. Why? Because in an era where everything feels scripted, where every word is carefully calculated by PR teams, Drake Maye just gave us something human, something relatable, something that reminds us these guys are real people dealing with real dynamics in high-pressure situations. But here's what's really impressive about all of this: Maye's self-awareness. He knows he's still figuring things out. He admits it openly, yet he's also leading his team to the AFC Championship Game. That's not a contradiction. That's growth. That's maturity beyond his years. Look at how he handled the weather conditions. The snow was relentless. Visibility was terrible. The ball was wet. The footing was treacherous. Classic New England playoff football. And while Maye struggled at times, those fumbles weren't accidents. They were the direct result of trying to handle a slippery football in a blizzard conditions. He never lost his composure.
Yeah, just proud of the guys. Battle of the elements. This is New England. This is what we try to embrace. We want to embrace it all season long. Props to our defense. Played a hell of a game. We got to protect the football better, but we made enough plays to win it. Yep.
There it is. That's the mentality Vrabel is instilling in this team. Embrace the difficulty. Embrace the chaos. Embrace the moments that separate contenders from pretenders. Maye could have complained about the conditions. He could have used them as an excuse for his turnovers. Instead, he owned the moment. He embraced it as part of what makes New England football special. And the fans noticed. Gillette Stadium was rocking in the fourth quarter. The energy was electric. The crowd was singing in unison. This wasn't just about a playoff win. This was about a franchise finding its identity again after years of searching. This was about a young quarterback becoming the face of a storied organization. This was about Mike Vrabel, who played such a crucial role in the Patriots' dynasty years, now leading them back to glory as their head coach. The viral moment with Vrabel tells us something deeper about this team. There's genuine connection here, real relationships. Maye isn't just going through the motions with coach speak. He's actually processing his experiences, sharing his honest thoughts, and building something meaningful with his coaching staff. And Vrabel, he's creating a culture where players feel empowered to be themselves, while also being held to the highest standards. That's not easy. Most coaches either go too hard and lose their players, or they go too soft and never reach championship levels. Vrabel is threading the needle perfectly. The stats from this game tell one story. Maye went 18 for 31 with 221 yards, 3 touchdowns, and those 4 fumbles. Not exactly Hall of Fame numbers, but the context tells another story entirely. This was a quarterback who kept his team focused when things got messy, who made the throws that mattered when the game was on the line, who trusted his defense to have his back when he stumbled.
Our defense, played a hell of a game. We got to protect the football better, but we made enough plays to win it.
We made enough plays to win it. That sentence is going to define this entire playoff run, because that's what championship football is about. It's not about perfection. It's about making the plays that matter when they matter most.
Embrace the strain and also enjoy every minute of this.
The Patriots are heading to Denver for the AFC Championship Game. Mile High Stadium, hostile environment, #1 seed, everything working against them. And yet, after watching Drake Maye handle the pressure in this game, after seeing how this defense is playing, after witnessing the culture that Vrabel has built, you have to wonder, are we watching something special unfold? 23 years old, 2 years in the league, AFC Championship Game, and a viral moment that shows the world exactly who Drake Maye is. A confident, self-aware, authentic leader who's not afraid to be human while chasing greatness. The internet can't stop talking about his comments on Vrabel's sarcasm, but the real story is what those comments reveal. A young quarterback who's learning from one of the best, embracing the challenge, and writing his own chapter in Patriots history. This is just the beginning, And if Maye keeps making enough plays to win it, we might be watching the birth of New England's next dynasty. The road goes through Denver now. The stage gets bigger. The pressure intensifies. But if there's one thing we learned from Drake Maye's post-game presser, it's this. He's ready for whatever comes next. Sarcastic coach and all.